Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me in the studio. We're going to be quilting this gorgeous black and white quilt. It has the theme of kitty cat, so who doesn't love kitty cat quilts, right? We are going to be demonstrating on this video the benefit of using the adjust feature for Intelliquilter. But I do like to have Intelliquilter on for doing the basting because that gives me access to the horizontal and vertical channel lock. So this quilt is basted, and now we're going to start designing. There are many reasons to love the adjust feature. One reason is, if you notice here, as I'm coming down the side of this quilt, it has a little bit of personality. Now, quilts could be uneven at the edge for many different reasons. Sometimes it's just a casual approach to piecing, and they're not concerned with making the edges absolutely straight. The case with this quilt is once it's quilted and off the frame, it will be squared up. But in the meantime, I have to be sure that I'm accommodating all of the personality in this quilt. So if I'm loading a quilt, I'm going to always add at least 4 inches to the measurement so that when I do encounter a little bit of personality, I am not without quilting to put in that place. So we are going to be quilting this. It's going to be beautiful, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you find my videos helpful, please go ahead and hit the comment button and join me so that every time I release a new video, you will be notified. Thank you. As you can see, I've moved to start quilting the first row. The machine moved further out to the left than the quilt. That's because I gave myself an extra 2 inches on the left side. Now I'm going to do the adjust so that we can eliminate the extra on the left that we don't need. Whoops, let's not say eliminate. Let's deselect what we don't need on the left side, because when we use adjust clipping function, we don't delete it, we just don't include it. So I'm going to say adjust. That shows the whole quilt. So here I am on the adjust screen. First thing that jumps out at me is that my pause marker is too close to the left side. I'm going to just touch it with my stylus and move it off to the right, because I want to talk to this dash line on the left. When I touch it, it turns red, and now on the screen I have snap to needle as my option. But here's the thing, I don't have my needle in the correct location, so I'm going to move the needle to the edge of the quilt, and now I'm going to say snap to needle. Notice how the screen changed and the design moved over. You see the left edge is empty now. We deselected that part because on the screen we have the mode as clip. When we get to the other side, we're going to clip off what we don't need. I would like to get that pause marker back onto the quilt before I say finished. I'm going to move it over, and I'm going to have it stop several inches from the right side, because then I will be able to do the adjustment on the right side. I'm going to say finished. The machine moves and takes a single stitch right where I needed it to, so the adjust on the left side is perfect. It's coming up to the pause marker and stops. Now, in order to quilt past the pause marker, I need to touch adjust and move the pause marker. Now that Intelliquilter's gotten my attention when it stopped at the pause marker, I'm going to watch it as it continues on to the right side. But I'm going to watch this and stop the quilting when it exits the quilt top. I moved the pause marker, and now Intelliquilter is continuing to stitch the first row. I'm going to touch pause as soon as the needle exits the quilt top. Whoops, a little bit later, trying to get the camera to work at the same time. So I paused it, and now I'm going to touch adjust. I'm going to wake up the dash line on the right. I'm going to make sure the needle is where I want it to be on the quilt. That looks good. Now I'm going to say snap to needle. You could see that at the upper part where it jumped back, and we must touch finished for that command to be completed. All right, it shows that it wants to quilt up to finish that small portion, and we're going to let it. Red means we've quilted, green means it's still to be done. And away it goes. First row's finished, and I definitely have room to allow the second row to be stitched, so I'm not going to realign. So far we have adjusted the left side and the right side. We used a pause marker. When Intelliquilter bumped into the pause marker, it stopped the machine's movement. We used adjust to move the pause marker off of the quilt. Intelliquilter moved to row number 2. Notice it stopped exactly on the side of the quilt where we had used the adjust feature earlier, so that it would not go too far out. But all I have to do if I need to move that would be touch adjust on the screen, and that would give me access to creating a different edge if I needed to. Okay, I'm on row 2, and I chose a design called curly for this. So we're looking forward to seeing this stitched out. The second row, and I'm very comfortable that Intelliquilter is going to move across this quilt nicely. I have the scoop foot on my APQS Lucy, so it will glide over any of the intersections that might create a little speed bump. I'm going to go ahead and set the pause marker so that the machine will stop before it gets to the right edge where I would want to be involved. So I'm going to say adjust, zoom out a little further because I can't see my pause marker. Now I can. And then take the pause marker and drag it onto the quilt. Make sure it's a solid color at the top. In other words, that is not active. It is not solid at the top. So make sure that the top is solid, like that. And that's going to stop Intelliquilter before it goes off the edge of the quilt. I'm going to say finished, and Intelliquilter takes a single stitch and is going to go right back to quilting. Okay, I've reached the pause marker on the right side of the quilt, and I'm going to show you another method to adjust. I'm going to touch adjust, and I'm going to wake up the dash line on the right after I move the pause marker over. Now here at the bottom, we have a measurement that we can use. So I don't know exactly the distance from the needle to the edge of the quilt top, so I'm going to measure it. Putting my ruler where the needle is, and I can come out 2.75 inches. So I'm going to change the distance from needle using the keypad on the ribbon to 2.75, enter, and now we can say finished. Takes a single stitch, and it's ready to continue to the edge. Now if I don't like where it stops, I can certainly adjust it again, but as you see, it is including the longer portion of that border. You can adjust by doing snap to needle if the needle is where you want it to be, or you can do it mathematically by giving it the measurement. I hope you find this helpful. So, have a great day. See you again in the studio soon. Bye-bye for now.